Hey everyone, my name is Amanda and I'm the Fun Size Reader, and today I wanted to talk to you about book 3 of the From Blood and Ash series by Jennifer L. Armentrout, The Crown of Gilded Bones. Okay, so I have to start this video off with something that's kind of funny. I pre-ordered The Crown of Gilded Bones on Amazon, and I had been waiting for it to show up, and usually Amazon is really good about it coming the day that it is released. And this one came a couple days later. For some reason, I think they were having issues. I just remember that a lot of my friends who were also waiting for it didn't get it right away. And so there was a comment on one of my videos that was like, hey, it was the day the book came out or the day after the book came out. And it was like, hey, when are you going to post a review video for The Crown of Gilded Bones? And I was like, have you seen this book? Like, have you seen? I haven't even gotten it yet. And this is a chunky beast. So I was like, it's going to take me a while. But I did actually read it a little while ago. I just didn't record the video right away. I've been trying to put together my thoughts, so here they are. So The Crown of Gilded Bones actually picks right up where book 2 left off. Literally, like, it was like she stopped writing and then just cut the pages. We start right back up with Poppy being in the temple and being basically attacked by the people of Atlantia. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. I read it differently. It's kind of like Atlanta, but with an "ia" at the end. But being attacked, essentially. And we see that she is a goddess or a deity or something is going on, because all of a sudden, all of the wolves start getting summoned to her, and we're like, wow, what's happening? So this book started off with a bang for me. Like, the first chunk of it, I was like, okay, things are happening, like this is so cool, what's going on? And then I felt like partway through, midway through, the kind of middle chunk, I was really bored. I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. I've talked to quite a few of my friends who we actually buddy read this together, and a lot of people were kind of slowed down by that middle section. And then once you got to the end, it picked back up. I have a hard time giving books 5-star reviews if I didn't like large chunks of them. And I don't want to say that I didn't like it, because it's not that I didn't like this. I still love the books and I still love the story, and I can't wait for the next one to come out. But if I spend a majority of the middle chunk of a book saying I'm bored and I just want to get past it, I have a really hard time saying this book was 5 stars, even if it ends the way this book ended and was absolutely unbelievable, shocking. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Like, this is nuts. Because that's how this book ended. Like, the twists that were thrown at the end and the way that we were left off, I was like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? And so I have a really hard time being like, it was amazing, it was 5 stars, because there was so much in the middle that I was like, this could have been cut down. The other thing is, I've always been somebody who's warned everyone that this is an adult book. This is not a YA book. This is an adult book. It is very smutty. There's a lot of adult scenes in this book. It is not meant for young eyes. And I feel like I've said in previous videos, specifically when I talked about the Sarah J. Maas, A Court of Silver Flames, that sometimes when there's smuttiness just to be smutty, I'm not a super fan. I enjoy those scenes just like everybody else who reads romance books, but I think that they need to have a part in the plot. And I think sometimes it can be overdone and just thrown in to be thrown in. And I feel like with this one specifically, more so than the first 2 books, a lot of it was there just to be there, and I didn't think contributed to the story. There were some that contributes to the story, like it has its place in the story, but a lot of it didn't. And so I thought a lot of that could have been trimmed out. That being said, I thought this was extremely entertaining, and I know there's a lot of like back and forth on Bookstagram right now where people are saying, you know, if you continue to not like the books, like don't read them, and then people are saying, well, I'm have to finish the series or whatever. I do like this series. I do recommend this series. There's always going to be parts of books that I don't think are the greatest or that I don't love compared to others, and this book had that. But I still love the characters. Like, I love the romance. I love that it's vampires. I love that it is a fantasy world that is very different because it kind of has reality a little bit in it. It's very odd. It's very different. It's unique. And I will continue to recommend this series and can't wait for book 4 to come out. I think there's another spin-off series coming too, which could be very interesting, especially since there was a lot of world building and trying to figure out terms and God's names and things like that in these books. So that spin-off could be pretty good. I'm kind of excited for it. Anyways, I tried to keep that as spoiler-free as possible because I know it's a book 3 and I know people, you know, don't want to have it ruined, but they want to know, should they continue with the series? So I definitely think you should if you liked the first 2. If you didn't like the first 2, don't read it. Like that, the world is full of too many books that if you continue to read books that you don't like, you're just wasting your time. So I would say if you loved it, keep reading. If you didn't, move on. That being said, because I had no spoilers, if you want to chat about it, leave me a comment below, let people know there's spoilers in the comment, or send me a message on Instagram, comment on my posts, whatever you feel like doing. I'm on Instagram at The Fun Size Reader, on Facebook at The Fun Size Reader, and on Twitter at Fun Size Reader. See you guys next time.